I'll start with a statement. I told our guys I've never been more proud of a team, or a group of guys in the 20 years that I've coached. They were really fun. I mean, and as I've said before, I never had a group where you wanted to, in the morning, and you race to the car, you race to practice, because you just love being around them. So for me, it was just a pleasure to coach them, and it was also a pleasure to play Golden State. Like, for this group, and especially for the young guys, I don't know if I could have scripted the season before the season, and you told me that, first of all, this group can make the playoffs, which I don't think anyone believed, and we could pick our opponent. As crazy as it sounds, I don't know if we could have picked a better opponent than Golden State, because they're champions. They're extremely well coached. They play the right way. They do so many things that test your mental. And for Shea and Sham and Zub, Trez, just all of them, to go up against that. And every time they made a mistake, like tonight, it felt like we were about to make a run. Then we make one defensive lapse, and it's a three. I think they've learned now that it's more than talent, and that it takes an amazing amount of focus and preparation to be a champion. And so, obviously, hats off to them, but good for us. I couldn't be more thrilled. It was a pleasure, honestly, for us to play them. It really was.
Sabrina Merchant, SB Nation. Coach, this team just never stopped fighting all year.
No.
You call them roaches. How did you decide
that
when
was
it
one of my better moments, but I couldn't come up with anything else.
How did you decide when it was time to call it?
I don't know. It was tough because I keep looking at the clock, and I'm not good in math. So, I think at the 2 whatever mark or whatever it was, and I look up and it's 25 or 20 or 18. That was when it was that late, because with this team, you just know who they are. And I thought that they deserved the chance to keep fighting until that late. So, but when you come to the realization that it's over, and you pull the guys, I just wanted to make sure that they got the proper notice from the fans, and they did.
Hey, Doc. You guys win 2 at Oracle, lose all 3 at home in the series. Why do you think that was? And Lou struggled at home in these 3 games when usually the bench guys do better at home. Yeah,
well, Lou's not a bench guy. Lou's whatever you call him. I'm not sure what we call Lou. I give them credit. I thought they game planned well. We got them out the box a couple times in the series, but I thought they did an extremely good job. Iguodala, was basically, whenever Lou came in, Iguodala came in. They trapped him more in the last couple of games. I thought what we did smart in the last game was we made Lou a playmaker first and then a scorer. I thought Lou came in to score tonight, and it kind of in some ways played in their hands. But I think the credit goes to their defense.
Doc, since they got Kevin, this team has steamrolled everybody in the playoffs. Every series has been 4 or 5 games, other than that Houston series. I know you wanted to win the series, but what does it say about this group that they were able to push them to 6 when no one else has been able to?
I don't know. I mean, first of all, I don't know the history of that part of it, but I didn't go into this series thinking we'd be a pushover. I can tell you that. So for me, I don't know if I'm surprised. I'm just not. This team, they're just so ready to play. So it's good. It's a good sign. But the other thing I told them, listen at me like this next year. This is the start of something great here. This is just the start of it. And sometimes you have to go through the way you feel to get to where you want to go. And, I think our guys understood that.
Doug, just Kevin Durant's performance tonight. Obviously, he had big nights against you guys earlier in the series, but tonight in that first half, what did you see that was making him so unstoppable?
Him. Really, he's just a great player. He really is. We put about everybody on him. there were 4 times where we in the first half where we actually made a defensive mistake where we kind of helped, but not really. They threw it to him. We got out there. He still made them. When he gets it going like that, he's one of those guys, like, you just have to hope he misses. I thought Pat had some impact on him beginning of the third, but you knew that wasn't going to last, and it didn't. So he's just a great player, and that's why he's Durant.
Hey, Coach. Cameron Buford here, LA News Observer. Congratulations on a wonderful season. How do you look? Is it too early to look back upon the season? And what's your takeaway from the season? Is it too early?
It's too early for me, but I can tell you up right now that, we did more than most thought we could. It's funny. I still wanted more, so that's tough. It takes me a little bit to get away from everything. I thought our fans grew too this year. Like, it was awesome. It's the first time really that I really like. They were phenomenal, and they stayed in there. They hung in there with us. I don't know if I've ever had so many fans come up to me on the streets and say that this is their favorite team over any team that we had, and that meant a lot to me.
Do you feel so you're saying that you feel you kind of won over the city in that respect?
I don't know if we've won over the city, but we won over our fans again.
Yeah. You gained some fans.
And
I'll tell you, you gained some fans.
Well, I appreciate that, but you got to keep doing it. They make a heck of a commitment to be fans, and I've always appreciated that. So we asked our players to make a commitment back to them, and I thought they did that this year.
Thanks, Coach.
Doc, once you do get past this, do you let yourself get a little giddy thinking what could happen here in the next couple of months?
It'll take me some time, but Lawrence will make me think that way anyway. But honestly, I'm just going to take a break. I need a break. Love this group. But I'm going to go somewhere and just do nothing. May watch a couple of games. I'll watch Houston for obvious reasons, though I don't want to. But other than that, I'm just going to take a break.
Farbo Essenshari, Clips Nation. Patrick Beverly led the team in rebounds again, and we saw him get a little emotional at the end. Can you talk about what he meant to this team?
He's the best, biggest heart I've ever seen. I mean, like he's just a tough, ornery, just a pleasure to coach, never give in guy. Rex had that term unstatable. We laughed about because he actually thought it was a real word. But he is an unstatable player. There are no analytics. There's no numbers that can quantify what Pat Beverly does for your team. Not only just in the games, but in the practices, on the bus, in the locker room. He just does so many things for your team in the right way. He's a good guy to have if you're thinking about winning.
Joe Morgan, Sporting News. Doc, just personally, how important was it for you to get Ralph this home game here?
Yeah, it was
what
awesome.
Has it meant to you?
Yeah. Ralph, this was his last telecast, whether we won or lost, it was awesome because I've never seen Ralph more animated than I saw him in Oracle when all the employees from Oracle was telling him, good luck, this is your last game. And Ralph was like, I'll be damned, this is my last game. And so it was great. He deserves a street, a statue, or something. He put in real time here. He really did. And I only had him for my 6 years. Really 7, I guess, is the 1 year I played here. But he was amazing. And he really is the voice of us. He really is.
Josh Nave, LA Business Journal. Hey, Doc, great season. Can you speak a little bit to kind of Shea's growth throughout the year? And even today, he arguably was the best player on the court for you guys.
Yeah, especially early, He just keeps coming back. What I loved about Shea this year is he did go up and down, like a rookie should, but he never stayed down, so that's the growth. The mental focus stuff, he'll tell you, like, he's got a long way to go there, but the talent and just the straight up play, he's gonna be an amazing player, and he wants to. He's coachable, works hard, low maintenance, Hope that continues.
Hey, Coach. Logan Murdoch, NBC Sports Bay Area. Draymond had a triple-double tonight, and you've obviously has bantered back and forth throughout
I
the
love
series.
him. I love Draymond.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I told him. I tell him that all. I love going up against him. I wish I could have played against him. I probably have knocked him on the head once or twice in my era. That's what we laugh about all the time. I always tell him, "You're tough in this era," you know. But he is so important to their team. It is unreal watching him and all the things that he does. You know, the passing, the defense, the rotations. He is clearly the defensive captain. Like, he's just a smart, high IQ player. You know, I don't know where they would be, but they wouldn't have all those titles if he wasn't here. I just love going against him because I think overall, other than the referee part, he plays the game exactly the way it should be played with what he has. And it's awesome watching him.
Coach, right here. Steve Finley, Culver City News. Is this your best coaching in 20 years?
That's for you guys. You know, I've had a lot of good years, so I've been lucky. You know, really, I've done it 20. I haven't had a lot of bad ones. So, but that's for you guys to decide all that stuff. You know, I'm not leaving the winner. So to me, you know, that's what I want to be. I want to be the winner again. I don't want to win a lot of games. And I tell my guys that every day. Winning is nice, but being the winner is the best. And our goal is to be the winner. And that's what we strive. That's what I strive for.
Doc, two-part question. You've won a championship.
Wait a minute, you haven't even been around.
Well, that's why I get two questions
okay.
to kind of make up for lost time.
Vacation.
Right? No, I've been working. Listen, two-part question. You've won a championship. Why is this your favorite team to coach, and why does this particular fan base have this connection with this particular team?
Because of the way they played. This is this was the 2008 Celtics without Garnett, Ray Allen, Rondo, and Paul. It really was like same heart, played every night hard, and that's why they connected. I think you could take this team and put in every NBA city, and when they leave, every NBA city would love this team. Because the people who come to games go to work all day, and they love to see players who play like they work. And I thought what the city saw in this team, what I saw in this team, was a hard hat team that came to work every day. And it doesn't matter if you're blue collar, white collar. People appreciate workers. And I thought they looked at this team and said, I like this team. Even people who cheer for the other team in the city, and they should, you know, that's what they should do. Even them saw this team and said that. And to me, that's not a credit to me. That's a credit to them. Like, they showed up and decided to act that way. And I think fans really appreciated it. I know I did. Hey, guys, thank you.